Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Bob here. Thanks so much for stopping by. So today I have a watch for you guys that of all the watches on the channel lately, this one by far has been the most fun. The watch is from the brand Mint Evolutive, and today we're going to be taking a look at their Defender. Now what makes these watches stand out from the crowd is they come with everything you need to mod the watch. We've got bezels, straps, all the tools required to make the modifications happen. I've been having a lot of fun playing around with some different colorways and the combinations. Big thanks to Mint Evolutive Canada for getting this one out for us to take a look at together. So let's get into the watch. Now, I want to talk specifically on the watch in a minute here, but let's go through what you're getting with the watch first. This, by the way, is the 12-in-1 kit. There's an 8-in-1 and a 4-in-1, and the watches come in three versions. The Defender with the Cali dial that I have here. There's the Dive Master with Arabic numerals at the 3, 6, 9, and 12. And finally, the Intelligencer with a cleaner dial with date. This kit comes with a total of 4 bezels, 3 with aluminum inserts. There is the black that's on the watch. We have a blue, a burgundy, and a smooth steel bezel. There's 3 straps along with the bracelet. They're almost a sailcloth style strap backed with leather. Burgundy, we have black and blue, and they've also added a deployant clasp. It's on the burgundy currently here if you'd prefer that over the standard issue buckles. On top of everything, the watch comes with all the tools to mod the watch. Most of them are going to look familiar. These ones back here, we have spring bar tools, screwdrivers, that sort of thing. These little black tabs are actually used to remove the bezel, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. So let's talk about the watch itself here, and I just want to throw some numbers at you, and we'll start with the measurements. The watch comes in at a case width of 40 millimeters. Lug to lug is just a touch over 49 millimeters. Lug opening 20 millimeters, and the thickness is 13 millimeters. The water resist is 200 meters. The crystal is sapphire with an AR coating. You can see that AR working there. The watch runs the Seiko NH35 movement, which is on display through the case back. The dial on this model is a Cali style dial with the Romans on the upper portion and Arabic numerals on the lower. The dial is very cleanly laid out with only the logo up by the 12 and Defender above the 6. The dial has a texture to it, giving it some visual interest. One somewhat of a negative with the watch is the lume. The handset and the bezel pip are totally fine, but the hour markers could stand a little heavier application. I did speak with the owner of Mint Evolutive Canada, and he did say there's plans to beef up the lume, though, in future runs of the watch. The bezel is a 120 click bezel. The coin edge allows for a good grip and ease of use. It's a nice sturdy action. It's tight but not too tight, good and clicky, and everything lines up like it should. The case and bracelet have a combination of brushed and polished surfaces. The finishing looks really good. The lugs are drilled, which is always nice to see. The crown is a screw down crown and is signed with the company logo. The bracelet's an oyster style bracelet with those polished center links. The clasp milled steel. We have a load of micro adjusts here to get that good fit, and the links are actually screwed links. So the watch is really ticking off a lot of boxes we look for in a dive watch. So just a quick look on wrist before we try a bezel and strap swap, and it wears great. The bracelet tapers from 20 down to 16 millimeters at the clasp, so very comfortable. Size-wise, the watch will suit a lot of wrist sizes. Even without the mod parts, as a standalone watch, it's really nice, but let's try a couple different combinations. I think we'll try the smooth bezel here first, but I'll show you how to remove the bezel from the watch. Just going to flip it upside down and grab our bezel remover tool. There's one sharp side to this, and all you have to do is put it between the bezel and the case and apply a little bit of pressure. You don't have to pry, just push. The bezel pops off. I'll take it off. Now, one thing to look out for is there's a little ring underneath of the bezel. You need to make sure that that's seated properly. I can see here that it is. We'll put on the new bezel, apply a little bit of pressure, and it is installed, and it looks really good. That totally changes up the look. So I'm gonna try, I think, the blue bezel and blue strap. This isn't mine, so I'm going to take the bracelet off camera. I just don't want to scratch it up trying to do it through the camera viewfinder. So we're all set up on the blue strap here. One other thing that I wanted to show you, only because I'm not going to be installing it on the watch today, is the watch also comes with these two end links, and basically what happens with those is they come with small screws. You can screw them between the lugs, and it'll hide the gap between the strap and the case. I think it'll look really nice on the watch. I'm back and forth between the strap and the bracelet quite a bit for this video, so I'm just going to leave that not installed for today. But another nice little add-on, so I'll do one more bezel swap for you guys. Get the blue bezel on here. Oops. So we remove that one. Our little ring is seated properly, so I'm going to put the blue on, apply some pressure again, and that is it. Very easy to completely change the look of the watch. Alright, so what do you guys think? I think this watch personally is a blast. It's really cool that you can change it up so quickly. They actually also sell other parts individually. I have a ceramic bezel here they sent out to try out too. If you go to their site, there's lots of options. This was actually sent out again by Mint Evolutive Canada, so the pricing I'm going to give you guys is in Canadian dollars, and the link below will take you to the Canadian site. I believe from there you can be redirected to the international site too, but the watches start at 429 Canadian dollars for the base watch, up to $879 for the 12-in-1 package like we're looking at today. As of the time I'm filming this, I don't have it, but I'm working with Mint Evolutive on a coupon code. That info should be available in the description now, though, below, so check that out. So overall, very cool watch. Had an absolute great time with it. This is actually heading over to Jamie from Mad Rock Watches and Adventure Necks. Link to his channel will be below. Definitely check him out. Thanks so much for stopping by. Be safe out there, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.